a group of 50 members of parliament, Senate, President, government, or 100,000 citizens can begin the legislative process. Then the act is sent to the Speaker of Parliament, who will forward it to the Parliament, where will be the first reading. The first reading of an act includes the justification of the act by its applicant, a debate on the general principles of the act, question of the deputies, and response of the applicant. The project could be rejected, however, if act is accepted, it passes a second reading. It includes a presentation of Commission's report about the act project, debate and proposition of amendments and motions. Until the end of the second reading, the applicant can recall the project. After it, a third reading during which the committee presents additional reports, amendments and motions, after which is voting. The Parliament passes the act a simple majority of votes in the presence of at least half of statutory number of deputies. Then the Parliament passes the act and it is submitted to the Senate. If there aren't any amendments, the act is passing to the Speaker of Parliament and afterwards to the President of the Republic of Poland. But if the Senate wants to propose amendments or reject the act, it goes back to the Parliament and then to the President, who signs the act within 21 days. The final decision about the shape of the act belongs to Parliament, which can with absolute majority of votes reject proposed amendments, or the act of the Senate rejecting the act completely. However, if Senate doesn't reject amendments to the act, they are considered as accepted. Also, the opposition of the Senate to the whole of the act is successful if the Parliament doesn't reject it with the absolute majority of votes. When the act reaches the President, he has three options. He can pass on motion into Constitutional Court, where the act can be rejected if it doesn't agree with the Constitution, but if act doesn't collide with the Constitution, President of Poland signs it. When only part of the act are incompatible, President signs it without laws which are considered as incompatible with the Constitution. The second option is President's veto, and the act with motivated motion within a month goes to Parliament, where it is reconsidered. If the Parliament isn't able to refuse President's veto, act is rejected. But if Parliament rejects the veto, act is signed by the President. In case of third option, the President intermediately signs the act and orders its promulgation. After the signing of the act by the President, it is published in Polish Journal of Laws.